My name is Phil Ratcliff, and I want to thank you again for watching another one of our informational videos. This one is on 403Bs, what they are, how they can be useful, and some of the general rules to them. So a 403B generally is a 401k for a nonprofit. Now, there's some nuances. You can't have stock in a 403B, which makes sense because nonprofits don't have that. And there's no profit sharing, which makes sense because nonprofits don't generally have profits. So in that respect, there are some differences. But really the difference is, 403B, 401k, just different subchapters of the IRS tax code to allow different employers to offer retirement benefits and savings accounts for their employees. And so your 403B is a very important part of your benefits because as we continue to go through time and the pension systems like OPERS and STRS and Social Security are having to reduce their payouts to employees, citizens, etc. And these are very important income streams for most people. And so as we go forward, more and more people are going to be more and more dependent on what they save for themselves. And when you look at saving for yourself, you have a few options. 401ks are really in the media a lot. That's why people know it, and I use that analogy to begin with. IRAs are great. You have a lot of investment freedom, but if you make over a certain amount of money, you can't contribute to them anymore. And when you are able to contribute to them, it's about 1/4 what you're allowed to put into a 401k or 403b, so they're just not quite as powerful. They become very powerful later on in your investment life cycle because they have that investment freedom and we can roll over 401ks and 403bs to them. So right now your 403b is very important in terms of your accumulation. And so really when we say how much we save, what should we do? Well, how much you should save is really a factor of when do you want to retire? Do you want to retire earlier or later? How much have you saved already? Do you have a certain amount built up in this pension or in Social Security? How are those things going to work together? So it can get a bit complex, but really as a general rule, I try to tell most of my clients, as long as they're not too far behind, if you're in a 403b that's coupled with Social Security, you should be saving somewhere around 20%. Minus whatever your employer matches. And if you are at, say, a public institution where you're in OPERS or STRS, then you should really be looking at trying to save 10% into addition to what's going into your pension. So, and your 403b for most people is going to be the vehicle to use. And then beyond that, if you're at a public institution, then you've got to decide, who do I use as a provider? So most of the private employers and nonprofits outside of government employment, there's just one institution. So maybe that's TI Craft or MetLife or Vanguard or whoever, but you just got to go with it. When you come to a university, there can be multiple choices. Governments kind of have, that benefit over the private side of things. And I made another video saying why choose RF or Ripple Financial at the university that you can view if you're in that circumstance. Now, really, this 2014, if you're under 50, you're able to save about $17,500 per year. If you're over 50, we're at $23,000 now. So this gives you some of the general rules about your 403b. Can't go too much into investment selection or what so without speaking to the individual and knowing what your goals and what so are. So hopefully this was useful for you. If you would like to delve in deeper or have a more personalized appraisal of your situation and what you should do, please give us a ring, shoot me an email. There's a little part on our website that says schedule an appointment. You can schedule an in-person appointment at our office. A lot of times I'll be on certain campuses, or you can schedule a web conference. So again, thank you for your time, and we wish you the best of luck going forward.